Welcome back, viewers. I hope you have the lights off and the door locked, for it's time to begin the Eyeless podcast. I'm doubting any of you boys in blue could do anything about what I'm going to tell you, but I figured at least having it on record will ease my mind a bit. Cartoons used to be dark. You've seen parodies like Itchy and Scratchy, but they weren't far from the violence and horror of early Tom and Jerry or Mickey Mouse. There are Halloween episodes of Mickey skulking through haunted houses and evil castles, a mad scientist chopping up Pluto's shadow or trying to saw Mickey in two. They weren't seen as horror in those days, you know. They were just Halloween cartoons. Nothing to think about. But I found something, you see. I found something that never should have been seen by nobody. My mum used to love Mickey. She was born in 1930 and grew up with him. She watched him in cinemas when he was first about. Used to like going with her friends to the theatre and that. When she died, God rest her soul, we found a big box of old memorabilia she'd never told us about. She bought a big projector in the late 50s, and she bought all the Mickey Mouse film reels she'd get her hands on. Big uns, 16mm and that. She had all the usuals: Magician Mickey, Mickey's Circus, hell, even Steamboat Willie. She had classics in black and white, and the newer lot in colour. Everything. But it's what wasn't common, what was rare, that really piqued my interest. I mentioned earlier about those early horror cartoons. About the haunted house and the mad doctor. She had those, of course, but she also had copies of them that just weren't right. The film was all tattered and just didn't look like it was going to play. In fact, I fully expected the reel to burn up when I put her in our old projector, but it didn't, did they? They played perfectly, like they hadn't aged a day. I'd seen them before, of course, the Mad Doctor and the Haunted House. But these were different. These reels had a reel underneath them. And as the film played, the holes in the film began to reveal what was underneath. I can only describe them as snuff. Images of a bloody Mickey running from an house of skeletons, only for them to rip his off and replace their own. An armless Mickey staring into the camera at me and slowly cracking a smile. It shook me to the core. As the tapes went on, they only got more disturbing. Scenes of Mickey meticulously setting up traps for his friends, doing things to them that I don't want to describe. Could you hear that?
Hear what, sir?
Never mind. The films continued and I continued watching them. Cause of course I did. What else was I supposed to do? He watches me. Ever since I've watched them tapes, he's been watching me. During the Mad Doctor, I saw Mickey get sawed in two. I looked away, looked out the window, and there he was, his face, disconcertingly large for his body, like those mascots at Disney. He peered in, eyes filled the whole window. I looked back at the tapes, and there he was again, staring through the film, right into my soul. My dad always kept his shotgun in the gun cabinet next to the pantry, and my brain immediately moved my legs in that direction. I typed in the code. We used to go shooting together. I had a look over his shoulder a few times. In a panic, I fumbled the gun. I didn't even know if the freak could get in, but I sure as hell didn't want to find out. I made my way back to the living room and it was gone. The film had finished. The film reel spinning itself almost to death. I quickly took it off the projector and sat up all night downstairs with my shotgun by my side. Before I knew it, it was morning, and in my sleep-deprived state, I could do nothing but fall asleep. I found myself waking in the early afternoon, and immediately I boxed up the tapes. I don't ever want to see them again. I didn't burn them. I didn't do anything. I just boxed them up and put them back. Don't know what kind of stuff I could have, released if I did something like that. My mum never did, so why should I? Mistake I found. Because it's been following me ever since. I see it all the time. Its stupid, twisted face. Its smile breaking past its ears. I'll see it on the corner of the street, slowly slapping a baseball bat into its hands. I'll see it outside of shop windows peering in. No one else can see it. If I weren't so sure what caused it, I'd be thinking I was mad. It began haunting me when I tried to go to sleep. He would just watch me go to sleep from outside my window. Always with that smile of his. I watched him kill someone. I think a stranger knocked on my door in the evening, asking for directions to his friends. As soon as he left the house, I heard screams and laughter. And then nothing. I finally had enough when I got home this morning from an early jog. And I saw it just standing there at the edge of my bed. Please, you've got to do something. He's here. Leave me alone. You must see him staring through the window. He's tapping, taunting me.
Sir, stay calm. There's nothing behind that window. It's okay.
Oh God, he's just looking in, staring at me. Just get him to leave, please. It's been a couple of weeks since I went to the police. They found nothing. As I said they might. Recommended me a therapist. But I know exactly what's going on. I steeled myself tonight to watch the tapes again. I'm gonna make him come here. And then I'm gonna blow his brains out. You watch me. But if things don't quite go to plan, well, this recording will serve as evidence. And then someone else can deal with him. The tapes are on. I can hear it, shuffling around outside. An unsettling end for such an innocent fellow. The tapes were not found until weeks later, and were uploaded by an unknown source to 4chan. I guess the moral is, if you ever come across something unsettling, like a relic from the past, leave it. You know not what unspeakable horror has been slumbering within. We thank you for tuning into the Eyeless podcast. We hope to see you again soon on another dark and stormy night.